in the room, guys. Come on in the room. I am super excited to talk to you about this topic today. On today, so what we're going to talk about is the six pillars um, and it's going to be your foundation to online marketing. The six pillars to help with your foundation so you can actually start getting more leads and sales in your business, right? And it's okay that we have a social media strategy, right? That's great and all, but if you don't have your foundation set, then it's going to fall all apart, right? So we're going to just set up your foundation today. Today is part one of a six-part series that I'm going to be doing, delivering you bite-sized information over these over this series so you can make it digestible and you can actually go out there and implement these things, so then your strategy won't be won't go to waste. All right, so if you're ready for this, give me some likes, give me some love. If you're catching it live, let me know that you're catching me live. If you're catching a replay, go ahead and let me know that you're catching the replay and tell me where you're chiming in from so I can acknowledge you and say hi and everything like that. I just want to acknowledge you, where you came from. Let me know what you chiming in from. Like I said, likes and shares. So if you believe that your foundation, having a good strong foundation in your social media marketing strategy is important, then I'm going to tell you to go ahead and share this out with your friends, share this out with people who you think may need this, because we all trying to win here, right? So those who don't know me, my name is Dr. Selena Baker. I am a wife, a mom of two beautiful kids, a clinical pharmacist, and on the side, pretty much, I love to help people, help actually busy moms create additional income by switching their stores and changing their expenses into income. All right. So today, the first pillar for your social media, for your foundation for online marketing on social media, is to have your vision and your personal development strategy. Now you have to have your vision and you have to have a personal development strategy. Why? Well, if you don't have a vision of where you're going to quit because you don't know where you're going. You're just doing random stuff, right? If you don't know what you're trying to accomplish, how are you going to come up with a plan? That's one thing, right? And then your personal development, you want to have personal development because you have to get over your own self. You got to get over your own fears, your own doubts, self-limiting beliefs, uh, trauma that happened to you when you were kids and stuff like that. We have to get past some things so we can move to a higher level. And if we're not using personal development as a tool to actually uplift us higher, then it's our efforts on social media is just going to go to the wayside. You're going to find yourself being inconsistent, or having doubts, or being too scared to press the live button, or being too scared to put out content and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you three things. So for pillar one, you need to have your vision and your personal development strategy together. What you need to do is you need to know what it is that you want. What do you want? What is it that you're trying to accomplish here? What are your dreams? What are your goals? How much money are you trying to make? You know, what is the end goal? So you need to know exactly what you want, right? And then you also need to know why you want it. You absolutely have to know your why. Like, why are you doing this? Because there are going to be some hard days, right? There's going to be some real hard days, and you have to remind yourself why you're even doing it in the first place. Like, why am I even going live? Why am I even making these content? Making this content. Why am I putting myself out there and making myself vulnerable for other people to whatever, forever, whatever we think that's going to happen, right? Why are we doing this? Why are we constantly prospecting people and putting ourselves in positions to hear no's and stuff like that? You need to know your why and why you're doing this thing. It has to be strong and it has to make you almost cry or cry. Not almost, but it needs to make you cry or feel some type of emotion so that when anytime it gets hard, when life and circumstances come and hit you and everything like that, you know why you're doing what you're doing. I know why I do what I do. A lot of it has to do with my kids. A lot of it has to do with their health and wellness and stuff like that. For those who don't know me and know my story, my son, he's 8 years old. He has hemophilia. He has it's a blood disorder. It's a blood clotting disorder. It's life threatening. It's limb threatening. A lot of people have a lot of them have a short lifespan. Now with the technology and the different drugs and stuff like that, we're seeing more people with a longer lifespan now, but it used to be very short, like maybe in their 40s and stuff like that. But now they're being able to live longer. So my why is my kids and being able to afford their medication. At one point, when my son was first diagnosed, his medication was costing almost 80 grand a month. 80 grand. 80000. I'm not joking, guys. It was crazy how much it costs. So of course, my first thought was, oh crap, I need to be a millionaire. I need to be a multi-millionaire. There's no way, because if anything, if they take the insurance away, or get rid of, because he's on Kid Care, which is like a extension of Obamacare. If they get rid of that, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do, right? So that was one of my whys. I have plenty of whys, but that was one of them. But you have to know your why in order to actually move forward in this. Those who joining me right now, give me some likes, give me love, say hey, let me know where you chiming in from so I can, acknowledge you and everything like that. Thanks for joining me right now. But yeah, you absolutely need to know your why. And sometimes a strategy to do that is you got to go 7 layers. Hi, Stephanie. You got to go 7 layers. Write it down on a piece of paper. Why do I want to do this business? Why am I putting myself out there or whatever? Right? You do one time, right? Then the next time you're going to go another layer. Okay, why am I doing this business? Then the next question will be, why is that important? And you write that down. Why is it important? And you do that. You ask yourself, why is it important? At least 7 times. If you can get the 5, like if you get the 5 and you start crying about and crying about it and everything, then you're done. But you go 7 layers deep, you will find your why. It will drive you and you will not give up. I promise you. You'll just go head first and not care about the rejection that you're getting, or you're not sitting there focusing on the likes and stuff like that or whatever. You're just doing what you need to do, and you just fall in love with the process and you just go, right? So that's why we need to have our foundation in set, because if we don't have our foundation set, this whole social media strategy, this marketing, this business, whatever you're doing, is not going to work. It's just going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart because you're going to find an easy way out. You're going to find a reason to not do it. Let's be honest. How many times have we put ourselves in that position? I mean, be honest, guys. How many times have you stopped you stop and went? Like you stop and go on your business. You just kept stopping and going. And it's because your why was not big enough. It's not big enough. So we got to make sure in our foundation that our why is big enough, right? And then you have to figure out who you must become to get what it is that you want. Like, who do you have to become? What type of person do you need to become in order to achieve this type of goal that you're trying to get? This type of who's the type of person that makes $10,000 a month? Who's that type of person who makes $20,000 a month? Who's that type of person who makes 30, 40, 50, $100,000 a month? Who is that? What type of person is that? How do they act? How do they feel on it? You have to embody that person. And you know how people say fake it till you make it? We're not saying fake it in that way and just pretend like you're rich and stuff like that, but we're saying embody that personality, embody that type of person. Think about that person that you admire that makes the kind of income that you're looking to achieve, and what are they doing? What are their mannerisms? How are they embodying themselves? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, just try to put yourself in that place and try to embody that person. Like, for example, I know the type of person that I need to become. I'm the type of person that needs to become organized, right? I have to have a plan. I'm the type of person the type of person I want to embody is someone who's organized, who has a plan, um, who's confident in what she's saying, that actually has a vibrant presence. And then also, whenever she looks at a price tag, she's not feeling a certain kind of way when she sees certain things, right? So, I mean, that's just a little example, right? But you need to figure out who is it that you need to become and try to embody that person at the same time, so you can, put that foundation in place to actually move forward and move higher. It's more of like an identity shift. Like, you need to shift your identity in a way. Like, you don't want to be that person that's just always thinking about, lack, right? You don't want to embody that person, the person that's always negative and that's always thinking about lack and or whatever like that. Or are you that person that think there's not enough people to talk to about your business? Like, no, right? You don't want to be that person, because there's people out there who believe that the whole market is saturated when there's 7 billion people on earth, and everybody, but millions of people are turning 18 every day. Millions of people are turning 18 every day, making them eligible for your business. How are you gonna run out of people to talk to? That's my thought process. But are you that person that's on that negative side? Do you need to do an identity shift to think more abundantly, that there's abundance for all, right? So I know I spend a lot of time on that, but I kind of want to beat that over your head. Like, we have to change our thoughts. We have to change our identity and who we identify with, you know, so we can build that foundation to not quit, to be consistent, to be organized, or whatever it is that you um, feel like your person is, right? Now, your personal development strategy, oh my goodness, that should go without saying, right? That should go without saying. You need to continue with your personal development on a daily basis, because what you need to armor yourself on a daily basis for what you're going to endure, if there's anything to endure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Life happens to everybody. Life be life in y'all. And every 90 days, there's a statistic that says that every 90 days, you are going to have a major circumstance happen in your life. Every 90 days. Every 90 days, something major happens. How are you handling that? How are you handling the stress? How are you handling the stress? What are you um what are your thoughts on that? Are you a problem solver, or are you going to soak into it thinking like, oh my goodness, nothing, I can't fix it, nothing happened, oh, whatever it is, right? Are you that tough person to, soak into all of that, or no? Right? Just think about that. So we need to armor ourselves. We need to, with this personal development, it's going to actually help you have thicker skin. It's going to help you bulldoze through all the rejections and the no's and stuff like that, where it does not feel like an attack on you, because it's never an attack on you. When somebody says no to you, it's just no right now, and it's because maybe that service or product is not something that's going to serve them at the moment. At the moment, but 90 days from now, because something always happens 90 days, right? Their mind might change. I have had several people tell me no before and be my best customers. I had one of my bestest friends give me the nastiest no that you could possibly get. Hurt my little feelings for a second, but you know what? I had my personal development on deck, and you know what? I called the next person, and I just kept going. I kept going. I kept going, and guess what? That my best friend who gave me the nastiest no a few months later came back and was my biggest customer for years. And sometimes people just tell you no because they're not sure if you even serious. So how serious are you gonna be? You have to stick with it, because they gotta see that you like are for real about what it is that you're trying, what it is you're trying to do. So you gotta have these things in place. What is your strategy? Well, maybe your strategy is sorry, I gotta move this thing. One of your strategy is 15 minutes of reading daily. Maybe it's, journaling your gratitude every morning or every night before bed. Maybe your personal development is listening to audios and motivational podcasts every day. Like, what is your strategy? I have a morning routine. If you haven't read this book, it's called oh my gosh, Millionaire Morning. I think that's what it's called. Oh my gosh, don't quote me. If I figure it out, I'll put it in the comments or in the description or something like that. I think it's called Millionaire Morning, and they have this thing called Savor. It's an acronym called Savor. Yeah, I want to say Savor, and it's scripting, doing your affirmations, visualizing where you're going, what you're trying to do, and E is it's exercise, and then R is reading. Yeah, and you can do those 6 things or 5 things or whatever really early in the morning. That could be your morning routine. Just making sure that you do your affirmations, you visualize where you're going, what you're trying to do, what is the goal that you're trying to accomplish. And when you visualize these things, you're visualizing, you know, how does it feel to achieve that? What is everybody doing around you? Just you embodying what it's like when that goal has reached. So that was just another training on top of anything. Because sometimes people are like, what do you mean visualize? What am I supposed to do? Well, that's kind of what you do, right? And you know what I'm saying? You have your reading goals and stuff like that. So have those things in place, and you will start your foundation into a successful online marketing business, right? So hopefully this helps. Go ahead, give me some likes, give me some loves, and share this out with your friends, guys, especially if you believe that this was helpful, and helpful content that everybody needs. Go ahead and share this out with those folks. This once again is pillar number 1 of the foundation to your online marketing business. This is one of a 6-part series. And I'll be back tomorrow with the other two. I mean, the other pillar that we have, pillar number 2. And that is it. I'm so excited, guys. So hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comments if you find this valuable, find this to be valuable information. If you need help with anything, you feel free to reach out to me. Oh, I always keep forgetting to share this. Y'all know that I'm like the plug, right? Anytime I know something, I actually want to just share it with you all. So let's say you have a business, right? You're trying to you're trying to grow this business, right? You're trying to grow this business, but in the meantime, you need to make some extra you need to make some income, right? You want to have multiple streams of income while you're building your main business. So what if there's a way to make money off of people that wants to make income, but they don't necessarily want to be a part of your business? Or maybe you have another way to actually introduce them into your business without actually asking them to to look at your business. They like there is this funnel that was introduced to me by my friend, right? And in this funnel, it's called the multiple income funnel, right? And in this funnel, it actually helps people create generate at least four income streams in one funnel, right? And what's cool is that one of your income streams could be your main business. That is so cool. So not only are they going to get this funnel that's going to help them with their business, they're going to also have an opportunity to be um, introduced to your main business. And whether they join it or not, it doesn't matter because you're still getting paid monthly. Tell me that ain't like a sweet deal. But if you want more information about that, go ahead and let me know. Put MIF in the comments. Put MIF in the comments, and I will actually send that information over to you. You can just check it out for yourself. See if that's like for you or not. If it's not, no big deal. But at least you looked at it or whatnot. So this is all I have for you folks. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate it so much. And I will talk to you later. Bye for now.